Now, coming to some other nucleophilic addition reactions. Now we are going to do nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water molecule. Alright, with elimination of water molecule. Now here we will see that we will that is do the reactions with carbonyl group, that is with aldehydes and ketones, with a weak nucleophile. Rather, that is, we are going to do the reactions with ammonia derivatives. Now what do you mean by that ammonia derivatives? When ammonia that is NH2 group is attached to a particular group. When NH2 is attached to a particular group, that is known as ammonia derivatives. Now what is that group? It may be OH, it may be another NH2 group, it may be CO NH2 group, it may be benzene ring NH2 group, in this way. So this in short we call it as G, this particular one, when NH2 is attached to a particular group. Alright, so it is nothing but the derivatives of ammonia, we can say that. Alright, now it can be OH, it can be NH2, it can be CONH2, we can be benzene ring NH2, in this way. So we have got a name for it, of course. I'll tell you when I'll do the reactions, I'll tell you the name. Now here you have to understand the mechanism. Now what you find is that these ammonia derivatives are weak nucleophile. This ammonia derivative like NH2OH is a weak nucleophile, NH2NH2 is a weak nucleophile. They are weak nucleophile, and I have already said you earlier that if it is a weak nucleophile, it will be carried out in a weak acidic medium. In a weakly acidic medium, it will be carried out, where acid will catalyze the reaction, we can say that. The H plus ion will catalyze the reaction, we can say. So it will be carried out in weakly acidic medium. Now, when this weak, that is NH2 group, that is, let us say NH2OH, the hydroxylamine, when it reacts with an aldehydes and ketones in presence of a weak acidic medium, it forms a condensation product first. And this condensation product is an unstable product. It is unstable in nature. It loses water molecule to form a stable product. For that reason, water molecule is being lost. Again I repeat, this NH2OH or NH2NH2, NH2CO, NH2, anything, that is when NH2 group is attached to all these groups, let us say. Alright, so in this way what you will find is that it's a weak nucleophile, and if it's a weak nucleophile, it will undergo reactions in a weak acidic medium, where acid acts as a catalyst. The H plus ion acts as a catalyst. It catalyzes the reaction. Now when it reacts with whom it will react? It will react with aldehydes and ketones, with a carbonyl group, and it will form a condensation product. This condensation product is not a stable product, hence it loses a water molecule to form a stable product. This is the mechanism of the reaction. For that reason we say nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water. What do you know? This is, for that reason we say nucleophilic addition reaction with elimination of water. Now let me show show you the mechanism in general of a reaction. Then after that, one by one we will come to the reactions. Fine. So first we will take, that is an aldehydes and ketones, that is a carbonyl group which reacts with H plus ion. You know, here it's going to happen in this way. Now when it reacts with H plus ion, now this H plus ion acts as a catalyst, remember it. Alright, it is acid catalyzed, for that reason I said it. So what is going to happen here? This H plus ion, now this becomes negative and this is positive, definitely. As this electrons is transferred here, this is negative, this is positive. So H plus ion gets added here. So hence what I am going to get it here? COH, we can say that. Clear? Single bond OH, and here the carbon is positive. Okay, we get a positive, a carbocation, we get it. Now this positive carbocation which is being formed, it reacts with NH2G group, NH2G. Alright, here nitrogen is having a lone pair, we know that nitrogen has got 3 bonds, this is 1, 2 and 3. Now this definitely, this lone pair will give to this carbon atom, because carbon is having deficiency. Sure, definitely. So hence what I am going to have it, the addition product I am going to have it, a condensation product I am going to have it, that is nothing but here N, here H, here H and here G. Now as you can see, nitrogen has got maximum 3 bonds, but here how many bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it stable? No. So what will happen? A pair of electron from H plus ion will be going to nitrogen atom, definitely. Alright, because nitrogen is more electronegative than hydrogen. So hence what you are going to get it finally? that is I am going to get, it's not of course the final product, mind it, it is not the final product. So here for this reaction I am going to get it this one, a pair of electron comes now. Alright, this is G and the pair of electron comes. Now what is going to happen? Now you can see carbon is having 4 bonds, nitrogen is also having 3 bonds. So hence they are quite stable, no doubt about it. Alright, no doubt about it. Now what is going to happen here? That is, this particular one is going to withdraw electrons from carbon atom. This particular one is going to withdraw electrons from carbon atom. Why? Because carbon is less electronegative than that particular, that is group, we can say that. So hence it is going to withdraw electrons from the carbon atom. Done? So as it is going to withdraw electrons, so what will happen is one more H plus ion will be added here to this group. One more H plus ion will be added, and hence the product what you will be getting it, C here. That is, you will be having OH minus, pair of electron goes here, so this becomes minus and this becomes plus, definitely. So this H plus ion will be added here, so it will become OH2. Alright, OH2, and here you will be having, clear, you can see it here. Here will be, now no bond is there in between. This OH2, so water is released, we can say that, clear. And here what you will be having, that is N, H and G. Clear? NHG. So this water is released. Now you can write this water here also, you can write it down, minus water. Clear? This H plus ion gets added here. Alright, this pair of electron goes to H plus ion and it forms OH2. Alright, so OH2, H2 is released, done, and hence we are getting it. So this is a carbocation, you can see it is a positive sign, I am getting it here. It is not stable. So what will happen here? Again this hydrogen will release an electron and it will form a double bond. So hence what is the product I am going to get it? That is C, here double bond, N, G, and H plus ion is released. You can see that. See, H plus, why it is released? Understand here, 3 bonds, carbocation is formed, not stable. So hence one pair of electrons of hydrogen, it comes to this particular carbon, it forms double bond with Ng. So hence this is the final product and water is being released, as you can see it here. Alright, so this is the mechanism of the reaction. So first it is being acid catalyzed, alright, which further reacts with this particular NH2G group, and hence finally what you see, that water is released and this is the final product you will be getting it. Okay, now we will see one by one the reactions. Fine. Okay, now so here what we will do, first we will see the reaction with NH2OH. NH2OH is what? That is nothing but hydroxyl amine. I said NH2G, so G can be OH, can be NH2, can be what you can say, another C6H5NH2, in this way it can be anything, or CONH2 in this way. So first we will take here, that is, let us say CH3 CHO plus NH2OH. Now when you are writing NH2OH, write in this way, it becomes easy for you to write the reactions. Write H2 first. Alright, it becomes easy for you to write the reactions. You know why it is, because water is released. Alright, so water will be released, for that reason I am saying you. So water is released. So what you are getting the product, that is CH3, here it is CH and double bond NOH. So what I said you, this, the name of the reactant is hydroxyl amine. It is hydroxyl amine, we can say that. And what is the name of the product you get it here? Acetaldoxim. It is acetaldoxim. Clear? And water is released. Similarly, if I take here acetone, see, in this particular reactions, aldehydes and ketones undergoes the same type of reactions. Aldehydes and ketones, there is no difference. Whatever the reactions it is done, it is going through aldehyde, the same reaction can be done with ketone also, acetone, let us say. Suppose if you put here CH3, so what do you get? Acetone. So acetone reacts with hydroxylamine to form what? CH3, here it will be simply CH3 group will be there. So the name will change, the name will be acetoxim. Instead of acetaldoxim, it will be acetoxim, the name will be. Understood? Fine. Now next we will do the reaction with hydrazine. Now let us do one reaction with ketone here. CH3, CO, CH3, that is acetone. Plus what is hydrazine? NH2 will be common, another NH2 group will be there. NH2 dot NH2 is hydrazine. This is known as hydrazine. Now what will happen? You know it. Water will be released, and what you will be getting? CH3, C, CH3, double bond N. Here C, double bond N dot NH2. Got it? Plus water, let me write here. Or you can write minus water also. Below the arrow, you can write it down. So, it is hydrazine. The product is hydrazone. Acetone hydrazone. If suppose I would have used here acetaldehyde, then it will be acetaldehyde hydrazone. But one thing you must remember it. Here aldehydes is more reactive than ketone. That you always remember it. The reactions are same for aldehydes and ketones, but the reactivity is aldehyde is more reactive than ketones. Got it? Now here I can also use phenylhydrazine. Instead of hydrazine, I can use phenylhydrazine. Now what I have to do is that just one H I will be removing, one H, and instead of that I will be taking here, let me make it a little bit shorter. So NH6H5. See here. Instead of one hydrogen, I have put it here C6H5. So what is the name of this reactant? Phenylhydrazine. So here also same thing. NH6H5. So it is known as what? Acetone phenylhydrazone. Acetone phenylhydrazone. If suppose I will take here acetaldehyde, it will be acetaldehyde phenylhydrazone. From hydrazine it becomes hydrazone. We can say that. Clear? Same thing. Next we will see the reaction with semicarbazide. Now CH3CHO plus H2N CONH2. What I did? H2N CONH2. That is, what is that I said? Semicarbazide. It is nothing but semicarbazide. We can say that. H2N CONH2. That is semicarbazide. Now, what is going to happen with semicarbazide? So now next is here. What you find is that here NH2 NHCONH2. I'm very sorry. Here one hydrogen will be replaced by CONH2 group. I'm very sorry. That is semicarbazide. So what will happen here? Same thing. Water will be released, and what is being left? CH3 CH double bond N dot NHCONH2, and here water is released. This is semicarbazide, so it will be acetaldehyde semicarbazone. Acetaldehyde semicarbazone, ZONE zone. Got it? In this way. So you have used phenylhydrazine. Now you can also use 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, which is also called as Brady's reagent. Brady's reagent, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, we can say that, which is called as Brady's reagent. Got it? Acha, fine. What is the reaction? See here. CH3, CHO. The reactant is a little bit bigger. So that is H2 and H. Same thing, in place of one hydrogen. Here also that I forgot that initially. That is one hydrogen, in place of one hydrogen, this group will be there. That is NH group, actually I forgot. So ultimately I remembered it in time. So now, what is that? We are having a benzene ring. This is first, second position NO2 and fourth position NO2. So hence it is known as 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, which is also called as Brady's reagent. Brady's reagent. What will happen here? You know it, water will be released, and after releasing of water, what is that the product is being formed? This is the product you see. CH3, CH, then double bond, N dot, NH, whole thing will be there, whole thing. Here NO2 group, and fourth position another NO2 group, and here water is released. So what is the name of this compound? It is acetaldehyde, because it is acetaldehyde. So first is acetaldehyde 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Listen carefully. Acetaldehyde 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Again hydrazine to hydrazone. But this particular reaction is a test for aldehydes and ketones, because the final product which you will be getting it will be either yellow color or orange color or red color, we can say that, depending upon the concentration. As the concentration is going to change, the color is also going to change. So you will be getting a colored compound. In short, I can say either yellow, orange or red colored compound you will be getting it with Brady's reagent. Aldehydes and ketones gives this particular reaction. So these are the reactions. Some more are there, but these are the reactions due to the what you can say, the amino group, we can say that, amino group or amino derivatives, we can call it. So with hydroxylamide, with hydrazine, with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, 2,4 then which is also called Brady's reagent, and that is your semi-carbazide. In this way we can have the reactions. Thank you.